guys, Sal here. So we're less than 2 weeks away from the Galaxy Note 20 Unpacked event, but everything about the Note 20 Ultra has been leaked today, including the official renders, a 360-degree look, and a detailed spec sheet that reveals a few surprises. First up, Evan Blass shared this official 360-degree look of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, showcasing the device from many angles. The front looks exactly like the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, albeit the punch-hole selfie camera is a little smaller. Also, the curved edges are similar to the Note 10 Plus, which will make it look aesthetically good. The official renders have also been leaked in bronze and black colors, which depict the same thing. Now coming to the interesting part. A detailed official spec list of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra has been leaked, which shows the handset will offer many firsts in the smartphone world. First of all, Samsung has teamed up with Microsoft to bring an optimized cloud gaming on the Note 20 Ultra. This makes the Note 20 Ultra the first smartphone in the world to feature special optimizations for Microsoft's Project X cloud game streaming service. Basically, the Note 20 Ultra can be used to play more than 90 Xbox gaming titles via Xbox Game Pass. If you remember, Samsung teased this a few days ago via this video. Of course, we had no idea back then, but now we know. Also, for this to work, you need to pair the Note 20 Ultra with the Xbox controller through Bluetooth. If you remember, Samsung debuted the Play Galaxy Link with the Note 10 last year, where they let you stream the game on local networks, but they shut it down after a few months for some reason. But now with the Note 20 Ultra, they're focusing on cloud game streaming rather than local streaming. Also, the handset will have automatic OneNote synchronization for notes. Anyway, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra will also be the first handset to offer the Gorilla Glass 7 protection. Corning hasn't put any info about the Gorilla Glass 7, but it will be stronger than its predecessor. Coming to the camera, Samsung hasn't just capped the zoom to 50x from 100x, but they've also used a new bigger sensor of 1 micron pixel size and has an aperture of f3.0. To give you some context, the S20 Ultra has 0.8 micron pixels and f3.5 aperture. To solve the autofocus issue, Samsung has used dual pixel as well as the laser autofocusing system. The Galaxy Note 20 Ultra will also be the first handset to offer the UFS 3.1 storage. It's 3 times faster than the UFS 3.0 storage found on the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The storage solution will be 256GB as base and 512GB as top end. The base RAM is going to be 12GB with an option of 16GB as well. The latency of the S Pen is now 9 milliseconds, exactly like the Apple Pencil, making it the fastest stylus on the planet. The Samsung DeX now works wirelessly without needing any cable, something we've talked about recently. You can also use your TV as a monitor for the DeX on the Note 20 Ultra. Also, the spec list confirms the variable refresh rate display, aka the LTPO display. The screen size is 6.9 inches Quad HD Plus with 120Hz screen refresh rate, and the aspect ratio is 19:3:9. They didn't mention whether or not the 120Hz works at maximum resolution, but if rumors are to be believed, it won't. Finally, it confirms the processor to be used in Europe and is the same old Exynos 990. What's even worse is they haven't overclocked it, meaning it can reach up to 2.7 GHz of speed. In comparison, its counterpart, the Snapdragon 865 Plus, can reach up to 3.1 GHz of speed. There will surely be performance disparity between these two variants, but how much exactly will have to wait after the Unpacked event. Other information include a 10-megapixel front camera, a 4500 mAh battery, and 8.1mm of thickness. Of course, with that being said, for all the latest coverage on the Galaxy Note 20, please be sure to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.